So this is my second lecture, and I hope that you should understand my previous lecture by following the official website of Government College University, Hyderabad. So let's learn about the qualitative analysis of roots of a quadratic equation. So for this purpose, we have to understand the discriminant. So the general form of quadratic equation is written here: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now the quadratic formula gives two roots of this equation, which are with positive and negative signs, which are written here right in front of you. So let us suppose the negative sign root b equal to alpha and the positive sign root b equal to beta. Now the expression which appears inside square root is b square minus 4ac is called discriminant of the quadratic equation. We can tell the nature of the roots of the equation without solving it by examining its discriminant. So this is the behavior of discriminant, that it tells us about the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation without solving it. So we don't have to labor much to go through the quadratic formula. We only have to solve this formula of discriminant. Now there are four conditions of discriminant. The first condition is that if discriminant is equal to 0, so this implies that the roots are real and equal. The second condition is that if discriminant is positive, here mathematically it is written d is greater than 0. This implies that the roots are real and unequal. The third condition is that if discriminant is negative, here mathematically it is written d less than 0. So this implies that the roots are imaginary and unequal. And the last condition, the fourth condition, is that if discriminant is a perfect square, then the roots are rational. Otherwise, if the discriminant is not a perfect square, then the roots are irrational. Now let us solve some questions related with this topic. So the statement of the question here is: determine the nature of roots of each of the following equations. So this is the first quadratic equation. If you notice that this quadratic equation is not in general form, so let us convert first it to general form. So for this we shift the right hand side term to left hand side here. So definitely the positive sign will change to negative. Now this equation is now converted to the general form. Now here the formula of discriminant is written. For this formula the requirements are the values of b, a, c, and here in the equation the value of b is minus 8 and the value of a is 1 and the value of constant is, which is small c, which is equal to 16. So let us substitute these values in the formula. So the value of b minus 8 is substituted here, which is minus b square, then minus 4 times 1 into 16, the values of a and c are here. So let us simplify further. Minus square is positive and the square of 8 is 64. Then after negative sign, 4 into 1 into 16 is equal to 64 and their subtraction is equal to 0. So this is the first condition, that if discriminant is equal to 0, the roots are real and equal. So this is the question related with the first condition. Now comes to the second equation, which is already in general form. The formula of discriminant is written here and the values of b, a, c are present here in this equation. So let us write these values from here to here. So b is equal to minus 11, a is equal to 3 and constant small c is equal to 3. Substituting these values here in the formula of discriminant, so b, that is minus 11 whole square minus 4 times 3 into 3. Then we further simplify it. minus square is plus, 11 square is 121, and after this minus 4 times 3 into 3, that is 4 9s are 36. Then their subtraction gives us 85, which is positive, that is greater than 0. And another important point which we can notice here is that 85 is not a perfect square. So there are two conditions related with this question. The second condition, that discriminant is positive, and the last fourth condition, that discriminant is not a perfect square, that is irrational roots. So here the decision given by the discriminant is that the roots are real, irrational and unequal. Now comes to the next question. Here it is written, the statement is, determine the value of k in the equation that will make the roots equal. So this is the equation which is given here, and the variable which is involved here is y. So the condition which is given here is equal roots. So roots are equal when discriminant is equal to 0, which we know from the condition of discriminant here. So the formula of discriminant is written, the respective values of b, a, c are b is equal to k, a is equal to 9, c is equal to 16. So let us substitute these values in their respective positions. So here we have k square minus 4 times 9 into 16, and if we notice that the condition which is given in the question is that the roots are equal. So discriminant is equal to 0 for equal roots. So we have equated this with 0 for equal roots. Now we have to simplify this portion. So k square will remain as it is. Then after minus 4 into 9 into 16 is equal to 576. So we further simplify it for k, because in the question we have to find the value of k. So minus 576, when we shift it to the right hand side, it will become positive, and we have to vanish this square here. So for this purpose, taking square root on both sides, that will result, the square root and square will remove each other, the square will vanish here, and 576 is the square root of 24, and as a result of square root we know that we get two values, positive and negative. So this is the required value of k. Actually these are two values, so which are k is equal to plus minus 24. So this is the required answer of this statement here. So the next question is, prove that the roots of the equation are real. The equation is written here, and the condition is the parameters a, b, c which are involved in place of coefficients belongs to the set of real numbers, with a condition that b square is not equal to 4ac. So here we have to prove that the roots are real. So we know that roots are real when discriminant is positive or 0. Here you may notice that in the first condition discriminant is equal to 0, and in the second condition discriminant is positive. So both these conditions are referred from the condition of discriminant. Now the formula of discriminant which we are going to use here in this question is in capital alphabets B, A, C, because small alphabets are present here in the equation. So capital B is equal to 4 times A plus C, capital A is equal to B square minus 4AC, and constant capital C is equal to minus 4. So let us substitute these three values here in the formula of discriminant. So the value of B is 4 times A plus C whole square minus 4 times the value of A is substituted here, and the value of C is also substituted here. Let us simplify further in the next step. 4 square is equal to 16, and A plus B square is A plus B whole square. Minus into minus plus, 4 into 4 is 16, and the bracket remains as it is, which is present in the product here. So if you notice that in the first term and in the second term the 16 is common. So let us take 16 as common and write within curly brackets the remaining portion of these two terms here, right here. So in the next step, let us expand a plus c whole square with the formula a plus b whole square. So here we have a square plus 2ac plus c square. Then we have positive sign before this bracket which will not make any change to the signs of these two terms. So these are written as it is in the next step. Now here we simplify the common term ac. So you may notice that minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. We will go with the sign of larger number. So this term is now added here. Then the remaining terms are written as it is. Now if you notice that a square minus 2ac plus c square is actually the perfect square of a minus c, which is written in the next step a minus c whole square, and after that only b square is remaining. Now in last you may notice that here the sign is positive and within curly bracket the two terms are present with a square here. So if in any of these terms or in both the terms minus sign appears, then this square will make it positive. So the discriminant which we have evaluated here is positive, and the proof of this equation is completed here, which was given in the statement that we have to prove that the roots are real. So from the two conditions positive or 0, so it comes here positive. So hence the roots are real whatever be the values of a, b, c. So the last question related with this topic is, show that the roots of the equation are rational. The equation is given here which is in variable t, and the condition is given here that a, b, c belongs to the set of rational numbers and a is not equal to b. So here the equation, you may notice that the coefficients are in small alphabets. So we will use discriminant formula in capital alphabets, and the condition which we have to prove that the roots are rational, we know that when discriminant is a perfect square, then roots are rational. So in general form, by following this formula of capital alphabets, the general form of quadratic equation here we have is capital AX square plus capital BX plus capital C is equal to 0. So the coefficients are picked from here. B is equal to B plus C minus A, capital A is equal to A minus B, and capital C is equal to minus C here. So let us substitute these in the formula of discriminant. So B plus C plus A whole square is the value of B. Then we have after this minus 4 times capital A, that is B minus A, and capital C, which is here, equal to minus C. So let us simplify this in the next step. So we expand this with A plus B plus C whole square formula. So the first three terms will be the square terms, that is B square plus C square plus A square. Then we come to the products. So after this plus 2BC, and the product which is going to come here is minus 2CA, because the sign of A is minus, and then again minus 2AB, because here in this product A is involved. So like this expression is expanded. Then minus plus minus into plus is minus, minus minus is equal to plus, 4 into A into C, which is written here, minus into minus plus, plus into minus, minus 4 into b into c, which is written here. Now in the next step we write the square terms as it is and the common terms are added. So here the common term is bc, so plus 2 minus 4 equals to minus 2, and bc is with this product is with this number, and then we have the common term ca or ac. So mathematically the reverse product can be written, so this doesn't make any change. So let us add minus 2 plus 4, which will be plus 2 times AC, and the single term which is present in the last is minus 2AB. So you may notice that from here till here this is now a perfect square of B A plus A minus, because the terms which you may notice, the products where B is common, here the sign is negative, so this is the perfect square of A minus B plus C whole square. So now in last discriminant which we were simplifying is a perfect square, so the condition of perfect square is fulfilled here. So this proves that the roots of this equation are rational. Thank you.